2. Food for busy people, Mary Berry makes it easy. Foolproof cooking includes a one-pot wonder and a 10-minute tomato soup. First, It Takes Two, here on BBC Two.
From London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Hello and welcome to It Takes Two. It might be gloomy outside, but we have plenty of Strictly sparkle in store for you tonight. Don't believe me? Well, take a look at the stars. We have brightening up the green room this evening. It's the radiant Anastasia and Brendan. And the dazzling Claudia and AJ. Thus, they are back for a second round of Choreography Corner. Our newest Strictly recruits, the illuminating Chloe and Neil. Hurrah! But first, their foxtrot saw them graduate from Strictly College at the weekend, with headmaster Len calling their footwork terrific. In the words of Bruno, they're our teenage dream team. It's Claudia and AJ.
I was not expecting you to be able to travel and create that glide. And what also is stunning is your top line.
It lacked for me grace and elegance. It wasn't for me, I'm afraid.
I thought your footwork was terrific. Overall, first rate. Well done.
It's our high school sweethearts. Welcome, Claudia and AJ. Feel the love from the floor. Was your foxtrot fun, Claudia?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was really stressed at the beginning of the week just because of all the footwork, and I got a bit confused with it all, but it just, it'll be fine on the day, and I was just so pleased just to nail it.
I know the footwork for a foxtrot is so... I mean,
the rise and fall, the heel turns,
yes,
the three-step, where the finishes.
Oh, and you didn't hold back on that.
No.
AJ.
Just keep pressure on. Keep the pressure on. She's learning so fast, so I thought we can get more.
I know.
But Len loved it, so...
Make it even harder and harder.
Definitely.
The thing is, the judges really liked it. But Craig said it misrepresented the foxtrot and it was a bit grumpy on the end. Now, what did you make of those comments?
I loved Len's, Darcy's and Bruno's comments.
Hooray!
So that was the main thing.
Yeah.
The footwork, the technique, and she was so elegant and she represented the dance perfectly.
OK, there we go. Enough said. I like the way he stands up for you as well. 9s for the Charleston. To get a 6 from Craig, were you a bit miffed or do you just take it on the chin? I mean, how do you cope with that, Claudia?
Well, I obviously concentrate on the negatives more than the positives.
No.
So as soon as I heard that, I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter. He obviously got his own opinion on it. I did think I tried my absolute best. We only had, obviously, it's only 3 or 4 days to learn the whole dance. So for him to give me that, I was like, yeah, it's all right. So... I don't know, I'm supposed to concentrate on the positives, he said.
It's so difficult, though, isn't it, when people say negative things? It doesn't matter what all the good things people have said. You can just see this. Anyway, we all loved it. And I didn't think it was a 6. It was much more than that. And you had a lot of love online. You are so popular, you two. You really are. Judy T wrote, you're a powerhouse at gymnastics, but such a graceful performer on the dance floor. What an enormous talent you have.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
It is a really lovely thing to be. You need to be appreciated when you're working so hard. Have you found the transition from gymnast to ballroom dancer an easy one, or how's that going?
Well, when I started off, when I did the waltz, I found it so hard. But now, obviously, doing the foxtrot, it's so much easier now. And I'm starting to get the move of everything now. And as soon as AJ says, "Oh, heel turn," I know what that is straight away. So
She's starting to learn the lingo, so it's so easy. I say, yeah, we'll do the heel turn, feather finish. She's like,
and I'm like, this?
yeah, I'm starting to get it.
I'm looking forward to seeing your gymnastics in the future and seeing, you know, a feather finish being incorporated into that. How much has she developed since starting, AJ?
So much. As we said, she's starting to understand what the steps are. So for me, I can start to actually talk to her in my kind of my language
Dancing
of
language.
dance language. She says it's like alien, but she's starting to understand my alien language now. So
Have
it's
you
good.
taught him any gymnastics?
I taught him when he comes to my gym. He learned a free cartwheel, which was a cartwheel with no hands into the pit, which was really, really good.
He learnt that, just like that?
He can do a butterfly.
What's a butterfly?
So it's...
Hurt your glutes.
So you're basically in...
Yeah.
I'm going to show you. In this position...
Right. Oh,
in
I
straddle.
know. Yeah.
And you're in flat and you just go round like a butterfly.
You go round like
he
a
looks very
butterfly.
pretty doing it.
She looks very pretty doing it. I look very... I attempt it, that's what we'll say.
OK, I tell you what, next week we'll get a crash mat in and you can actually show us
sounds like a plan.
what's up, what's up. Health and safety, someone's got to be mum round here. Obviously in the routine on Saturday, AJ, admiring yourself a little bit in the routine.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is he that vain off the dance floor?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes. I knew it. So I said to him, you look in the mirror more than me. I remember I gave him a hairband because he was like, oh, my hair's all over the place. I was like, look,
Yeah, fluffy
here's a
hair
hairband.
today.
So he gets his hairband. I said, tie it up. So he ties it up in a man bun. He just keeps looking in the mirror. I said, look, your man bun is fine. I said, let's just get on with training.
Oh, look at you now. He's like squirming. Well, you have very strong selfie skills. You did it on the dance floor. So we've done a little bit of digging on your social media, and it really does seem that you have mastered your pose. Have a little look at these. Here he is. It's the head tilt and the lovely toothy grin. Who's that weirdo? That's amazing. So good. You're doing it now. We're all adopting the AJ. I absolutely love it. Now, huge scores at the weekend for Ore and Danny. Are you feeling the competition really hotting up? Is it starting to get a little bit fierce between people now?
I feel like it was fierce from the beginning, to be honest. Everyone is just so good and the standard is so high. Every week you come in and you look at everyone, you're like, whoa. Like, at the beginning of the week, they're telling us, oh, it's so hard, I can't get it right. And as soon as it comes to the live show, you're like, well, where did that come from? Everyone is so competitive and I really, really love it.
Oh, yeah, I know, of course, you're going to love it, because that's what you do.
I do.
It's
This
so
is why I love her so much.
exciting.
We're getting to train, she's like, oh, yeah, I'll take it all in and attack it on the night. It's so
I'm ready
good.
for this week.
Oh, good. Well, it looks as though you are pretty tough on her in training. AJ, have a little peek at this.
1, 2, no. No. How can you do this to me? It is a fine line to getting it right or going very wrong. Yes. No. Oh, no. No.
No, I'm always wrong. I just want to get it right.
2. No. Yes. No. Right. I'm wrong. So it's all good. I take it.
Apology accepted.
Apology accepted. I'm just taking a picture of myself. Samba for you two this week. AJ, what can you tell us about it? What does she need to master?
She's going to have to be very quick on her feet. It is, it's quite extreme. We're travelling around the room quite a lot.
It is
There's
a real
couple of-
travelling
Oh, with my
There's some
small legs.
surprising props in there.
Surprising prop.
Yeah, there's a very interesting start.
OK.
Yes.
He's not giving
I can't
too
really
much
say
away.
too much, to be honest, but she's all on her own, that's for sure. So the pressure is going to be on that.
I cannot
She's
wait.
going to smash it, though.
Yeah,
She's going to just go crazy.
Always does, Claudia. You're amazing. And you, AJ, you're gorgeous too. Well done. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
AJ. Well, from one dream team to another, they did such a good job critiquing our couples dances yesterday that we thought it was only right to invite them back for a follow-up. It's time for Choreography Corner with Chloe and Neil. Chloe and Neil, everybody! Now, we did half the couples yesterday. It's only fair we do the other half now. And we're going to start with Laura and Giovanni. Last week found themselves in the bottom two, of course, after their salsa. Was their quick step a huge improvement for you two?
Well, for me, first of all, I don't think they should have been in the bottom two.
Yeah.
And I would have to say they came back fighting. An amazing quick step. I loved every moment of it. And the point that I want to bring up is her top line.
Okay.
Her top line is out of this world. She managed to... How she gets into this position, and she just stays... Is this nice?
Yes.
Yeah, is that
Is
correct?
that a good top line?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, she was thinking about that.
It's getting there.
It's the way she gets into this top line, and she stays there. Like, you're going to see in a moment. Look at this. Look at that position.
She doesn't move.
She doesn't move, she stays there. It's beautiful, and that's very difficult for a lady. And you'll see in a minute, she will come out of that top line, look, out of it, straight back in again.
Oh,
Boom.
off she goes again. He's training her well. Good
Amazing.
work,
It's
Laura.
hard for a girl to stay in that position for a long duration of time.
Okay.
Just neck ache.
Neck ache. Let's all try it at home. Everyone
Neck
at home,
ache, yeah.
now, just
Please
see if you can
don't.
hold it like that for the rest of this chat. On to Ed and Katya. Now, Neil, naturally, you're going to be a little bit biased here because
nice,
your
be very
lovely
nice.
wife is dancing with Ed. So this one's for you, Chloe.
Yes.
Medieval Paso Doble. Lots and lots of fun. Craig pointed out that he thought it was riddled with mistakes, but Darcy was most upset about the arms. Now,
Yes.
what did you think?
Now, I think that the dance did get the better of him, just because mistakes did happen. And I
Okay.
think that maybe him trying to be, like, manly and take control of Katya just kind of got to him a little, which was a shame, because in rehearsal it went so well.
Yeah, it did.
You know, there was
no,
no
is it
mistakes.
one of those where-
And I think that it just got the better of him
nerves.
a little.
Yeah.
Darcy's comment about the arms, I would have to agree. I just think if I demonstrate for you.
Could you please?
Okay, just because.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
thank you.
What we do- Okay.
Here we go.
What I was talking about is the roundness through the arms, like almost holding a beach ball. Yes, and it's like, yeah, okay, thanks,
that's
very
it,
nice.
right.
Okay, and what happened for me is it got very straight.
Oh, no
Yeah,
beach ball.
yeah, no
Right.
beach ball. The beach ball was kind of not there, non-existent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted that curve.
The curve
Yeah,
of
just
the
it was just a little
matador.
straight for me.
Okay.
So there we go. Thank you.
But we still love Ed.
We love Ed.
And we
We
love
love
your
Ed.
gorgeous
We
Katya.
love Ed.
Onwards to next week. Daisy and Aliash rumba. Now, Len, this was so good. Len said he loved the forward half basic. What is that?
OK, well, I think we're going to have a little picture. We're going to see how it
Yeah,
looks. Now,
OK.
Daisy has got the most amazing legs. They go from here to Blackpool.
Oh,
Look at them.
gosh.
Now, this is the moment he's talking about. Her
Yeah.
action is outstanding. It's so good.
timing.
It's great. And what I also want to look at those cucarachas. That's the figure of 8 that we've all been talking about.
Ah, the cucaracha.
Perfect
the
example.
Figure of 8. I love it. Whenever you start talking about these things, I find myself
Yeah, you just
writhing
wanna get
around
into
here.
it,
I'm
don't
so
you?
sorry
Yeah.
if it's a bit off-putting. OK, on to Louise and Kevin. The judges awarded them their highest score of the series yet, so well done to the both of them. 33 for their foxtrot. Would you agree with the judges here?
I would agree with the judges here for sure. I think that Louise is such a lovely person to watch when she performs. She has that gorgeous, warm smile on her face, and it makes people want to watch her from start to finish. So, tick from me for that, for sure. One thing I would have loved to have seen just a little bit more of is the usage of the heels and the toes. For me, sometimes just a little flat-footed, but an amazing performance. And as you can see in the clip that I picked, her arms were just so graceful and so fluid, just amazing.
Beautiful.
So I love her.
I actually
yeah.
like her footwork. I think it's beautiful.
You love her. Oh, you see,
I just
just
love
had to
her.
argue with me a little.
Yeah.
You just love her. That's fine. We can have a little scrap and everything. On to Greg and Natalie opening the show, and he had a poorly wrist, but he still gave it his all. Craig said it needed some more figure 8 rotation, which we were just talking about with Daisy there. Obviously, wanted a bit more in the hip department. What would you say?
I kind of agree, and again, I disagree with Craig, because actually it depends, and when people are dancing salsa, it depends on what area you're actually from, how you would dance it.
Ooh.
So you might dance it with a rotation or a pulsation. I'm going to give you a little...
A pulse?
You've had a
Okay.
demonstration. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
so if we go rotation, that would be more of a rotation.
I like that.
Or
Yes.
we could give a pulsation.
Oh, my Lord!
Yeah.
Watch your eyes! Watch
So-
your eyes, everyone!
Or the figure of 8.
Figure
so
of 8.
it all depends where you come
Could
from.
you put them all together? I don't think I could take that. Oh, look.
I just think it's maybe where Greg comes from, that's how they dance salsa.
OK, and there he goes. So
And
he's doing a pulsation.
Pulsation. And look at this, the one thing they missed out, great leading.
Good
So
boy.
in control of her body. Well, we clearly see it
And
here.
there he goes, even with
Look.
the hurty wrist.
And boom.
Woohoo!
I think only redheads could
It
do
was
that.
it was his face at the end. As soon as he got her up there, he was like, "Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's what I just
We've
did."
done it. I just did that. And on to Judge Rinda and Oksana and their Viennese waltz. He is always such a delight to watch. Mixed reactions from the judges a little bit. They were talking about getting the right balance between comedy and dance technique. Tell me more.
I think slightly Judge Rinder is coming across as the comical one, but he's taken this competition so seriously, and this is no comedy act for him. So I think slightly he's being misjudged. And also, did you get that, Judge Rinder? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
okay,
We're
just
all a bit slow.
Okay. And so I think slightly he's just being underrated for that a little, I think. Just one tip that I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of is just more of the finish from the hands.
Yeah.
The clip that I picked here, just like there it is beautiful. And then all of a sudden it goes to this, like, what I call spatula hands.
Oh, yeah,
where-
spatulistic.
Yeah, we've heard that before. And I think just slightly just needs to finish it off a little bit more.
Okay.
Just to get that.
But he's a contender. He
sure.
is. Yes,
Yeah,
he is a
he is.
contender.
He is. And with the competition heating up like this, I mean, with the scores and people just getting better, how excited are you for next Saturday?
I'm super duper excited.
I really feel we're going to start to see more tens coming up.
Yeah.
What? How many tens can we
I don't know. I want, like, 20 tens.
20 tens. It would be fun if we had the most tens we've ever had in any series.
Yeah.
I think that could happen. You two are an absolute joy. Come back here every week, please.
Thank
Chloe
you.
and Neil. And as a further treat for you all, former Strictly champion Camilla Dallarup will be taking on Choreography Corner next week. Camilla! From the way the series has played out so far, it's safe to say it's going to be a real corker. And here's how you could be there too. Here's your chance to win tickets to TV's hottest event of the year.
Calling all Strictly superfans. Have you ever wanted to experience the excitement, the glamour and the drama of the Strictly Ballroom firsthand? Well, now's your chance. We're giving you the opportunity to win 2 tickets for the biggest night of the year, the Strictly 2016 Grand Final. For your chance to win, all you need to do is answer the following question correctly. In week 3 last year, Jay and Aliona performed a Pulp Fiction-themed jive, but what was the total score they received from the judges? Was it A, 37 points, B, 38 points, or C, 39 points? To enter, please head to our website at bbc.co.uk/strictly. You must be aged 16 or over to enter, and the competition will close at midday on the 19th of October. Terms and conditions apply. Good luck, and remember, keep dancing.
Thank you, Alan. Now, the Strictly Jukebox really is the gift that keeps on giving. We've had all the greats, Barbara Streisand, George Michael, Tina Turner, even M People. But what bangers will our couples be dancing to this week? There's only one way to find out. It's time for Tunes on Tuesday. Loads of amazing tunes this week. Let's see what's up first.
Is this the way to Amarillo?
Is this the way to Amarillo by Tony Christie? Yes, it is. This song is the 3rd best-selling. I was feeling a bit alone then. Hi! I think we make a lovely little triple act. This is... Oh, fancy. Do I have to do that too? No. This is the 3rd best-selling single of the Naughties. And geography fans might feel that they'd like to know that Amarillo is, in fact, a city in Texas and was chosen because it was the only place that songwriter Neil Sedaka could think of that rhymed with willow and pillow. Fascinating stuff. Thank you very much. Let's find out who's dancing to it. Ed and Katja will be taking on an American Smooth. Will they find their way to the top of the leaderboard? I hope so. Right, what's next on the jukebox? Here we go.
You were always on my mind.
Oh, hello, honey. Oh, my God. Yes, it's a Ginger Elvis. Always on my mind, made famous by the king himself. Oh, hello. Elvis here has sold over 1 billion albums. Ooh, I don't remember him doing this move. And it is estimated there are over 85,000 Elvis impersonators around the world. That's roughly the same population as the Isle of Man. A lot of people, yeah? Right, Elvis? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Which of our couples will be hoping to deliver a memorable performance to this one? Oh, it's now or never, I tell you. Here we go. It's Louis Elvis Presley, ladies and gentlemen. Louise and Kevin dancing the rumba to that classic. Right, we have time for one more. Elvis, I love you. Oh, come on. We gotta love this. We Found Love by Bayesian pop goddess Rihanna. The music video for this song was meant to be shot on a farm in Ireland. However, the owner had a change of heart after seeing her raunchy outfits at the last minute. And he told her and her crew to clear off, get off my farm. Very dramatic. Right, anyway. Can we stop? No, we can't stop, can we? Shall we find out who's dancing to this? Here we go! They will be performing a cha-cha to this one. And if you want to find out what songs the rest of our couples are dancing to, head to the Strictly website. So our Strictly bros might be best friends here, you see, but what do they really think of each other? Here's what happened when we sent Pasha, Oti and Giovanni to It Takes Two photo booth of truth. Keep it snappy. Beautiful people, beautiful rating.
Who is the best looking pro? I'm seriously, we even gonna ask that question. I'm surprised. Ridiculous.
I mean, the Italian stallion.
Definitely Eliash. Come on now. When you have those eyes, that mouth, those teeth, and then you speak that language, Slovenian, he's just the most... Don't tell Jeanette, but he's really, really hot.
Which pro has the most shoes?
Me. I think every week I order a new pair of shoes.
I think it's Giovanni. Every single time he comes in, it's a new pair of shoes.
Mate, I got shoes everywhere. Even my pocket. Shoes. Shoes everywhere.
When was the last time I told a white lie? It was just the other day. Yes, it's a beautiful color. It works for you perfectly.
I always tell small lies. I think it's my blood. I always say see you in 5 minutes, but maybe it's 2 hours.
The last time was today at rehearsal, and I told Danny Mac he was amazing, and he was not.
I'm liking the booth of truth. Time now to catch up with our final couple. They were out of points at the weekend when the rumba ended them in the bottom two. But thankfully, they weren't out of love, as the judges all decided to save them. It's Anastasia and Brendan.
It was like watching a series of movie stars.
I felt you lost a little bit of fluidity and it just became somewhat stilted.
I would have liked a tad more rumba content in there. I like the speed of them pivots. Stop! Ooh. And then move on. Lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly indeed. Anastasia and Brendan! Second time for you two in the bottom two. Were you kind of expecting, I mean, once you've been there once, do you sort of feel it's coming again or not?
I thought it was coming the week before, so I was like, you know, and then it didn't. And I guess you just, when you're that low and there's like a few of you there, you're just sort of like, could be anybody.
OK,
you know,
and just hold tight. Brendan, how are you feeling, by the way? Because you've not been very well this week. How are you?
I've got a little chest infection going on, but I'm fine. There were reports of me clutching my chest. I was actually holding my microphone, so I didn't cough.
So you didn't cough in it. That was very thoughtful of you.
Thank you.
You should be wearing a vest and covering that chest up. Bless you. I know, I'm so sorry. Get the man a scarf. Naga and Pasha obviously went home. You all become so close. Were you sad to see them go? I mean, it's kind of a mixed feeling, isn't it?
I think it's very difficult to be in the bottom for the artists and the pros, I'm sure. But for me as an artist, being next to another person who's trying to stay in this competition, you don't want to actually dance better than them for them to go.
Yeah.
But you have to.
Yeah.
So it's really ridiculously like two separate worlds. It's the yin and yang.
The shame for Naga and Pesh is that she found her mojo. She did
Yeah.
a really good dance on Saturday. I don't think any of us expected her to be there
No.
because of that. I like the dance off in a weird way. Once you get voted into it, you lift. It's fight or flight mode, and you either want to stay or you want to go. And I like the feeling it gives you once you're in it. Not getting into it is a horrible.
I like seeing what you bring to the dance the second time round because you can really feel the fight. All the judges saved you in the dance-off, and you know that. I mean, Bruno was saying it was cleaner, it was slicker. Great words to hear from them. And what words of encouragement did you give to Anastasia before the dance-off, Brendan?
For me, it's about sort of reassuring that everything is just fine the way it is. And
exactly.
I didn't really want it to be different to what we'd done in training and what we'd done on the Saturday. Hopefully, it lifts again in that mode that we just talked about. So I just wanted to do what she felt comfortable in and do herself proud. You do not want to leave knowing that you could have done more. So. She did it.
And also, last time, you didn't get to actually do the dance-off,
Yeah,
of course. So did you really feel like you had something to prove this time?
I thought I may have looked a little excited to be in the bottom when I first. And they were probably like, OK, slow it down, girl. This means you could be leaving. But it was because I didn't get to dance off on the last bottom two, and I felt so guilty about that for weeks now that I didn't love being in the bottom, but at the same time I was like, I can dance.
I can do it.
And
Let me hit the floor.
I was like, OK, maybe I should be a little more.
OK. 27 points as well. You've had that 2 weeks in a row. You're talking to Claude in the Clauditorium afterwards, and she said, are you happy? And you were like, oh,
I
wanted
said
some
no,
more.
because I really did want a higher score, and I felt like I had done more dancing arms than I'd ever done. I really concentrated because that's where my injury was. I really was trying to be Dancer Stasia with her arms. You know, I was trying to give it. And they saw, I know, I tried to just make it happen. But, you know, they are untechnical, they're going technical, I get it. I just, at that moment, didn't feel
It's very
happy.
difficult at this point. You see a lot of, there are obviously a lot of, there are a lot of high scores this year. You want to be up in the mix, and to be just getting that low score, it doesn't fill you with a lot of like, come on, let's do this next week. So it'd be nice for us to get a slightly higher score so we can really feel like we're in
You
this
go in the right
competition and
direction,
we're going in the right direction. So
and
it's a bit of a, oh, okay.
It's all your hard work to be rewarded as well, I think.
Well, but if the technical stuff wasn't in there, I get it, and I understand that.
It was an okay
we'll bring
mark
it.
when you think about it, but
okay.
we will bring it. We will bring it.
Makes me
I like
excited. Jonathan from Northumberland wrote online saying, I enjoyed that rumba from Brendan and Anastasia, Dance Anastasia. Great story throughout, probably her most confident and assured routine to date. So thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you,
That's
Jonathan.
very nice, Jonathan.
There you go. And there were lots more messages like that. On to the quick step.
Yes.
Now, you're not very well, Brendan.
Really?
It's a toughie. How is this affecting your training this week?
I'll let you in a little secret out there. We have the lovely Gorka stepping in for me for a few days whilst I'm trying to recover and beat this little chest infection. I don't know how happy I am about it. He's Spanish. He's good looking. He's got a body that's pretty much the best on the show.
I hadn't noticed that.
It was awful today. I had an awful rehearsal.
I kind of get the feeling it's going to go downhill for me from here. She'd be like, well, Gorka didn't do that.
I'll be like, you need to have tattoos.
When will you know if you're well enough to dance?
I'll see the doctor again, and he said take off until Thursday, Friday at least.
It's still Team Fab.
It is.
You know, he did the choreography.
Yeah,
it's his whole routine.
We should have him like on a hospital bed incorporating him into the dance.
Nice.
I think that would be
so
great.
cool.
And for the record, I wasn't rushed to hospital. I just took myself off there
He
because I
drove
needed
to
to.
hospital.
That's no story. You drove yourself.
But it sounded so much more exciting.
Dramatic, right?
It did.
I'm fine. I just got in a
I felt terrible that I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't even tell her.
I was like, you know, pushing her through the rumba.
What does she need to focus on for a quick step,
Gorka.
Brendan? Gorka, yes, that's
what does she need to focus on? This is a dance. I'm one of these dancers that I really like somebody that moves around the floor. I don't like these little when they barely take get out of the box. I want her to really dance this and dance it with real passion and drive. If we can get that, great. I'm not sure. You know, Gorka's legs are only that short, but
yeah.
I love this. And a strictly stat for you, I don't want to worry you, Anastasia, but he's never got lower than 30 for a quick step, Brendan. OK, full marks in the final in 2008 with Lisa Snowdon.
Full marks, everybody.
But that's a good omen, surely.
Say yes.
Well, if he's not dancing with me, it'll be a great omen.
Listen, good luck this weekend. Enjoy dancing with Gorka. Please get well
I'm gonna
soon.
get well.
And we love you both. Anastasia and Brendan.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
That's all we have time for tonight. But don't worry, we'll be back at 6:30, getting all the gossip from the weekend's highest scoring couples tomorrow. Ori and Joanne and Danny and Oti will be here. Plus, Ian Waite is back for another Wednesday warm-up. Until then, goodbye.